Welcome to Happy Motivation. This podcast is a space created for reflection and growth, real conversations about life, purposes, and becoming better without losing yourself along the way. I'm your host, Dray, and together we'll explore what it means to slow down, check in, and grow with intention. So wherever you are, take a breath and welcome to Happy Motivation.
Welcome back to the Happy Motivation Podcast. If you've been with me through season 1, first, thank you. Thank you. This season has been intentional because we opened with power in a pause. We talked about discipline, choosing yourself, understanding that growth costs you something, and accepting that no one is coming to save you. Every episode has built on self-leadership. And as we start closing out this first season, I realized something. Before we talk about elevation, before we go deeper into the last 2 personal episodes, before we move into season 2, I personally needed a pause. I needed to pause. And not because everything was falling apart, not because I was exhausted, but because alignment matters more than staying busy to me. So I took a solo trip. Over the weekend, I took a solo trip to Miami. And not for content, not to meet people, not for pictures, none of that. I rarely took any pictures or I didn't even do any videos. But yeah, it definitely wasn't for any of that. I went to step away. And I did it solo because I was not planning with others, not coordinating schedules. Definitely did not want to manage anyone else's energy. Just me. And let me be clear. The pause wasn't the trip. The pause was the decision. Because a pause does not require flight, doesn't require beach, doesn't require money. Yes, it helps certain times. Yes, it can add some joy and something positive to the pause, but there's so much more that you get out of the pause outside of a beach and money and a flight. But it does require intention. And it requires removing noise. And personally for me, and the reason I chose to take the solo trip, because my job demands my attention 7 days a week. I'm leading people, making decisions, carrying responsibility. Outside of that, I'm building happy motivation. I am daily writing scripts or working on some script for the podcast or podcast ideas. I have over 15 different ideas that I've worked on different scripts for podcast episodes. But outside of that, I'm recording, creating, planning what's next. There's always something that needs me. And not even talked about family obligations or anything like that. But there's always something pulling at my attention. But I made time to just step away for a few days because a pause isn't about convenience. It's about discipline. And for me personally, if I teach power in a pause, if I'm saying that so much, I have to live it. And when I removed the noise, something interesting happened. Things got clear, not dramatic, just clear. And when things get quiet, your thoughts get louder. You start noticing what feels right, what feels heavy, what feels forced, what feels peaceful, what needs to go. And also, to be honest with you all too, personally, because this journey that I'm on, I've been on for the last 2-3 months now. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. It may look smooth from the outside. It may look like there's a lot of structure there. It may look disciplined. But let me get real with you all. I fight my thoughts daily. There are nights I wake up in the middle of the night, overthinking, feeling pressured, questioning myself, wondering if I'm doing enough. And every time I have to pull myself back. I immediately start praying, I speak affirmations over myself. Listen to music that speaks to me, that strengthens me. I guard what I watch and what I hear. That's the real work. That's self-leadership. So the pause didn't remove pressure. It helped me manage it. It helped me reset. It helped me breathe. And that clarity was important, especially right now, because we still have 2 deeply personal episodes left in this season: Becoming Who You Needed and Breaking Generational Curses. Both are real. Both are vulnerable. And before I step into those conversations, I needed mental clarity. We started season 1 with power in the pause, so it only made sense to practice it before we close. Not just talk about it, but live it. Because growth is not performance, it's consistency. And here's what I've learned: a real pause may look like turning your phone off for an hour, sitting in silence, driving without music, saying no to something that drains you, blocking time to think instead of scroll. It's simple, but it is powerful. You cannot grow clearly in constant noise. Noise distracts you. Silence shows you the truth. And when I slow down, I ask myself some real questions. Literally over the weekend, am I building what I truly want? Is my pace healthy? Am I protecting my peace? Am I becoming who I needed when I was younger? Those questions hit different when you slow down. And once you see clearly, you can't ignore it. You either adjust or you drift. And I refuse to drift. That's why this pause mattered. Not because of where I went, but because of what I removed. Now, as we look ahead, season 2 will be about elevation. But elevation without alignment is dangerous. Elevation without stability falls apart. So this pause wasn't escape. It was preparation. Preparation for stronger conversations, preparation for deeper growth, preparation for the next level of this podcast, and preparation for the next level of me. So if your life feels loud right now, if your thoughts run at night, if you feel stretched thin, pause. Not to quit, not to hide, but to realign. You don't need a trip. You need intention. You need quiet. You need space to hear yourself again. Season 1 taught us discipline. It taught us responsibility. It taught us that no one is coming. Now we close it with alignment. We still have 2 powerful personal episodes left. And then season 2 begins. We're starting strong with the premiere episode on mindset. Because before elevation, your thinking has to change. Your belief has to change. Your standards has to change. This was my pause. Now we prepare to elevate. I'll see you in the next episode.